Hi again, guys. So it's not that time again. Time for an update video, and in this update I've got quite a few things to tell you, all of them positive, thankfully. So first and foremost, a couple of weeks ago we passed the 600 sub mark, which is fantastic. I'd like to really thank you guys for that and for the ongoing support. I do really appreciate it. Over the past year my subs have gone up by almost 9 times what they were this time last year. So, I mean, 600 subs still isn't record breaking, but considering in that perspective, that's pretty massive growth, really, for me. And in terms of views, my total channel views are more than double what they were this time last year. This time last year, I had just over 200,000 views. Now I've got over 430,000, and it goes up by like roughly 1,000 views a day, which is pretty cool. It's very cool. And also on a separate point, probably wondering what this thing is. This is the Hammer Studios equivalent of cancellation of lens flare. Spared no expense. But yeah, anyway, another thing, this is one that happened today, which is very good. I went for a job interview this morning. I was accepted for the job, which is great. I haven't actually started yet. There's a couple of things pending, but hopefully I should be starting that soon. It's not a glamorous job, but it's way better than nothing. And the interesting thing about it is it's only a couple of hours a day, and it's in like the afternoons and evenings, which is actually quite good, really, because it gives me the rest of the day to focus on the game and YouTube, which is what I want to be doing. As many of you know, I would like to make this channel my career, and you guys are helping me to do that, which is, I think that's a brilliant thing about YouTube. The subscribers are really the essential thing on YouTube, because it's a really good relationship. I think that's why business on YouTube does so well, because it's more of a friendship than a business. The subscribers provide the YouTuber with a living. Obviously my channel's nowhere near that point yet, but they provide the YouTuber with a living in return for entertainment and help. So, I mean, you can't really get a much better deal than that, really. But yeah, so this job should leave me with plenty of time for YouTube, and that brings me on to the next point, which is, this is something a couple of you already know, but most of you don't, and that is about addressing the quality issues of my videos. Now, I know it's not a massive stumbling block for you guys to watching videos. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from watching the videos, but obviously, excuse me, the quality of the videos isn't anywhere near what I'd like it to be. There's lines on the screen, picks up feedback from the TV, that kind of thing. And many of you know, for a long time I've wanted to improve that. And we're one step closer to that, a massive step closer to that, because last week I purchased a capture card online. I haven't received it yet, but it should be here this week. Once I've got in practice with that, the quality is going to be way better, like 1080p, which is pretty cool. I actually contacted the company who makes these capture cards before I purchased one regarding sponsorship. You know, like if they provided me with one for free and I used it to make all my videos and advertised in every single video that I was using their product, they said they were interested, definitely in a future time, but at the moment, I kind of suspected this answer, but at the moment it's not really worth their effort, as it were, to sponsor such a tiny channel, because although we've got a lot of views and it's getting better and better, it's still not, you know, it's still not big enough to be a real advertising source. But that's a possible future thing, because they said do contact them again in the future, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, and I'm going to speak a bit more about the capture card in a second, what that means for the channel. But there's a couple of other things which I wanted to say first. Obviously the latest update brought out clubs on GT6, which is pretty cool. I created a club, as many of you already know, Hammer Studios official. I think the club ID is like 1000657, I think it is. We've got about 30 members at the moment, so if you want to join that, that would be cool. If not, you know, it's fine if clubs aren't your thing. But I just thought I'd throw that out there. And also, one of my subscribers, I think he's a subscriber, the person who said it, I think he is. I meant to check on his name, but I'm not sure what his name is now, but one of my subscribers suggested putting the NSpec videos into a playlist on YouTube so that you guys could just go straight to them quickly instead of having to sift through all the tunes. And I said to him, that's a great idea. And as some of you may have already noticed, I've done that. So now you'll find on my channel under the playlist section, there's NSpec, which there are 9 of, DSpec, which obviously there's only 3, and Special Projects, which obviously there's only 2 so far. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to put the top speed tunes into a playlist, because you can only put 200 videos in a playlist, so I'd have to create more than one. So plus it's not that hard to find those, whereas NSpec can be a bit harder to find. So yeah, hopefully you guys find that helpful, and obviously I'll add new ones to those as I produce them. Another thing, completely unrelated to anything else really, but a couple of weeks ago I decided to change my diet and to start working out every day instead of like once or twice a week, because from leaving college and not having work, I've been pretty down because of not having work, and it's YouTube that gave me focus really over the past year, and I've decided that I'm no longer happy with my weight. I'm way heavier than I should be, and yeah, so for the past couple of weeks I've been working out every day, exercising every day, going for walks every day, eating way better than I was. And the great thing about the diet is I really enjoy what I'm eating now, at least as much as what I was eating before, to be honest. I'm not sure if I've lost any weight so far, but I feel as though I have. I'm definitely faster than I was as well, and I feel stronger also, obviously. But yeah, completely unrelated thing, so yeah, that's just a positive thing for me personally, really. And finally, with regard to what I said about the capture card and what that will mean for the channel, I've written down just a few things of what I am planning for the channel. I may not be able to do all of these, but as many of them as possible would be great. At the moment, I'm doing 1 GT6 tune a day, as you know. And that works out to approximately enough videos for a year. It's taken me about a year to produce the whole list of GT6 tunes that I've done in the past year. There's about 60 or 70 more, and after that, obviously the last few, hopefully after I've practiced with it, will be done on the capture card. But then from that point on, I'm going to try, because the capture card will allow me the quality, and also have a 500 gig laptop will allow me longer recording times, to start recording different things like Gran Turismo 6 highlights, like from races, live streaming as well, and I want to start to get into doing Forza videos as well. I did a couple before, but I decided to just focus on Gran Turismo because I found doing both with the quality and memory issues I couldn't really do it. But with this new tech, I should be able to try and do that. I've also been considering doing some old school tuning for Gran Turismo 4 on the PS2, but that won't be a daily thing. That'll just be like one every so often, because a lot of people do still play that game. And also, I've been thinking about getting GT5 on the PS3 also, because I've never played it, and although I'm not a fan of the game from what I've seen of it, a lot of people do still seem to play it, and it will give the channel a lot more video potential. So I probably won't do as many tunes for GT5 if I get it as I have for GT6. I'll probably just do it for the absolute best cars. But yeah, that's something I've been considering as well. And also obviously for Forza, which will be like Forza 4 and Forza Horizon mainly. Maybe some Forza 3, a few highlight videos in there as well. And in the future, if I can afford it, I do plan on getting GT7 now. I didn't plan on getting that before, some of you knew, because I didn't think it was worth getting the PS4 just for that. But I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be going for it, and I would like to continue providing for the tuning section, because there's not many people who really put the amount of effort in as we do in this channel to tuning, specifically for Gran Turismo, and I'd like to continue that. But I'd like to also branch off to Forza as well, because I mean that's just a massive audience which at the moment I'm not catering for. And at the moment on YouTube, as far as I'm aware, there's nobody who caters for both. Most people choose just Gran Turismo or just Forza. There's nobody who caters for both communities, and that's something I'd really like to do. But yeah, that's it may happen. Hopefully it will in the future. I'd like to get the Xbox One as well, and I can afford that, and do like Forza 5, Forza Horizon 2. But the more realistic stuff at the moment is just to improve GT6 until that's finished, work towards GT7, and do a couple of like Forza 3, Forza 4, Forza Horizon highlights and tunes and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's about it. Thank you for the continued support as always, and as always, thanks for watching.